I need your advice on how to diagnose furnace problems.
If the cold shoulder you think your family is giving you turns out to be literal, the furnace is dead.
I knew that much.
I'm assuming you paid your gas bill and did not pay your uncle who thinks he knows HVAC to install it.
No, it was a professional install.
If you had a power outage recently or even a brownout, you probably could solve it by hitting the reset button or power button, depending on the furnace model.
I've tried that, and I'm getting poor performance with periodic downtime.
If you hear gurgling when the furnace is running, there's too much condensate and not enough drainage. If the water gets to be too much, it'll shut down the flame.
I know anything that shuts down the flame kills the heat.
Another thing you may need to do is clean the flame sensor. If it has gotten coated in soot, cleaning it will allow it to sense the flame and not shut down.
That does not explain the intermittent shutdowns.
If the furnace is overheating, it'll turn off until it cools off. Then it usually turns back on.
It's a furnace. It is supposed to get warm.
If the blowers are dead, then the heat does not get distributed, it can overheat.
If the blowers were dead, I'd notice just from the silence.
If the heat exchanger is broken or airflow restricted, that could cause the problem too.
I do not know how to know if the heat exchanger is broken.
Clogged up air filters can limit its ability to take in air, much less distribute it.
At least replacing an air filter is something I can do myself, if I was not willing to pay someone else to do it as part of a maintenance agreement.
If the burning itself is not clean, like from uneven fuel or a problem with the fuel valve,
that can be dangerous.
Sure, and an incomplete burn means you're at risk for carbon monoxide, while too much fuel creates other problems.
You'd think the sensors would warn me if that were the case.
It may be warning you with a series of otherwise unfathomable flashing lights. And you may not have a built-in carbon monoxide detector in the unit to tell you if it was a problem.
I do not know if I have a carbon monoxide detector.
Putting a carbon monoxide detector along with a radon detector in with the furnace could give you that warning, and you probably need it anyway even if they don't go off screaming.
I do not know whether that's better or worse than not knowing what's wrong.